Peace, 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 peace to the brothers and sisters and the gods and the goddesses. This is my special report. It's really not a report, to be honest with you. It's a short video. And it's a short videos because it is a problem when it comes to our melanin people. The problem basically is this. Too many of us talk the talk, walk the walk. Especially freelance conscious people. I'm a freelance conscious in the conscious community. I don't follow any group, but I study as much as their theology. I study and read their books, documentaries, because you need to do this. You need to study to be aware of all things. Now, I stated all things. But when it comes to money, economic stats, our race have a serious problem. You do, we do, you do. For some pair of reason, we give our money away. We don't want to buy black-owned products. We don't want to be patient. It has nothing to do with being racist. It has nothing to do with being a bigot. None of these things. Why we don't keep our dollars in the black community? First thing is this. You can't keep no money in no black community when black people don't own anything in the community. You got everybody else in our community. So how is the money going to stay in the community? First off, you got Chinese people, which is the Chinese store up the block, right? Possibility you might have an Arab store up the block, or he has a liquor store up the block. Now, some people have a bit of difference when it comes to Latin people. And those who don't understand about Latin people are black. Yes, you're going to say some Latin people from Spain, they're Europeans. But if that Puerto Rican or Latino is born in any one of these islands, Puerto Rico, the Dominican Republic, Cuba, and all such, so forth, you know they're black. So, to move on from that subject, we barely have black-owned companies in the black community. This is actual facts. Even pizza shops. You got pizza shops. You might have an Italian that own a pizza shop, and he probably allowing the Mexicans to run his shop. All he gotta do is come in and get the money. Even the banks that's in our communities that are owned by black-owned bankers. The supermarkets where we get our food. Okay, you have some Latino families that own supermarkets. So, where do you have black-owned ownership? Now, there's certain parts of Brooklyn that, like on Fulton Street, which now it's like it's being devoured by all different cultures. Because at one time in Fulton Street, I only just gonna give you that street. I'm not gonna give you no cross reference from that point. You can walk out down the strip, and you had African stores all up and down Fulton Street. You had black-owned companies up and down those stores. I mean, those in that strip. But now, nah, it is mixed. So, how can you, and how could you, and how is it possibility for black dollars stay in black communities when you got everybody buying up the land, and then you got the same black people going, oh, there's this group of people moving in, and you got that group of people moving in. Black people don't protest. Black people don't have no meetings talking about, look, the Chinese people moved in. They got Chinese stores. Let me help y'all out. And I want to see if anyone will recognize this. When you have a Chinese store or a Chinese restaurant, have you ever seen any Chinese people or Asian people that live in the community with black people go eat from those Chinese people that own that restaurant down the block? If it never hit your thought of mind, think about it. Just think. Like in my neighborhood, we got a lot of Asian people, but I never see Asian people go into the store and buy Chinese food. Not once. Now you would see Asian people work in a restaurant, and you would see Asian people eat from that food. That works there. But you do not see Asian people coming from the outside going in to order food. Now you'll have blacks and so forth from spending their money, putting it into that restaurant. Asian people, different cultures have liquor stores planted right in the black communities. And that liquor store is generating thousands of dollars per day. The customers know so many black people so well. They will let you know, we will always have your brand of liquor. You could never worry about it not being here. And if it's not here, we can call up and get you your liquor. Have you ever seen the owners drink the liquor that's there? They own this liquor establishment. Have you ever seen them drinking liquor? Have you ever seen whatever culture own that liquor store, see them coming in and out that same liquor store that either the Spanish or Latino owns that liquor store? Have you seen a gang of Latinos go into that liquor store, or Asian people go into that liquor store, or Jewish people who own the liquor store? Do you see Jewish people go into the liquor store? Have that ever crossed your mind? The stores that these people put into our communities, have you ever seen any one of them go into the store and shop or to buy anything? This is part one. And the message is this. We got to figure out what we're doing with our black dollars. I mean, I know what we're doing with our black dollars. But why is our black dollars is not staying in the community? And it quickly disperse out to everyone else. They said it only lasts 6 hours. I beg to differ. When you got everybody else's culture in our community. See you in part 2.